Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Josh. Welcome back to another video. And yeah, it's pretty late. That wasn't really the plan. I don't really like to make videos so late at night. I mean, depending on your timestamp. I mean, who knows? Maybe it's like 7 or 8 o'clock for you, or 6. I don't know. Obviously, I was supposed to do this video yesterday, if I remember correctly. But I've been just pretty tired. I've been pretty exhausted. So it's like, it's not that I don't want to make a video. I hate to kind of postpone everything. I don't really like to do that. But I figure I can still make this video because it kind of gets to the point real quick. I don't think this is going to be like a huge essay, okay? I don't think this is going to take more than 40 minutes. I think I could just pretty much get my point across when I talk about this because, to say the least, when I kind of looked into this, it's kind of upsetting. I'm not gonna lie though. It kind of well, kind of hits you the wrong way if you know what I mean. As you see in the title, I I'm guessing this was pretty obvious. I don't know, but yeah, a lot of store employees, whether it's Target, Walmart. I don't know. I don't know about GameStop. I don't know. I don't know about places like that because this has mostly to do with like toy collectors and all that. This is not counting stuff like video games and all that. I'm just trying to set like some examples to how there's been employees, that have kind of expressed how much they really don't like collectors and how they even despise them. And I found out about this through Reddit. Now, listen, I hate Reddit, okay? And I know what you're thinking, Josh. If you hate Reddit so much, why do you keep checking it out? Well, remember, I've been Holothon is still around, okay? So I've been I always keep track of that. I can't even talk, you see. I always look into it, so I always try to go through many sources as possible, even if I have to go through Reddit because I have found some information on there a couple of times. But this I've pretty much stumbled upon by an accident. I didn't even mean to find this. There is actually like I guess a community, yeah, like a group of people that basically express their frustrations with work, like work environments in general. Which, that's not a surprise that that exists because obviously if you say the wrong thing at work and whatever, you could pretty easily, pretty much easily get fired for the most part if you say the wrong thing. And, it's normal. Okay. We all have our own frustrations when we're at work. Okay. I've definitely had my bad days, of course, literally during last weekend. I mean, I don't like to talk about my personal life. I really don't, but I was like so sick. I couldn't really work the whole day. But don't worry, it wasn't COVID or anything like that. It was just a simple cold, so that's good. Hopefully it's true what they say and that this pandemic is sort of dying out. I don't know. They say numbers go up, but it won't mean too many deaths. I don't know. Let's not talk about that. We're not here to talk about the pandemic. We're here to talk about this sort of community that's in Reddit. I've only taken screenshots of what the people have said because honestly, it was so upsetting with the stuff that they kind of said. And it's like, do they really think about collectors like this? Do they really hate us that much? And it's not that they really hate us, but obviously with the whole scalping situation and all that. And even though I'm not trying to relate it to the pandemic, obviously ever since it started, collecting has been hell. Obviously, trying to find some good stuff has been hard. You got like shipping issues and all that. You got that type of stuff going on. You don't really know what to expect when you go in a store. There's always panic buying and all that. And then, of course, that goes for the same thing with scalpers, where, I don't think I need to explain it, but if I have to, I will. But basically, it's when people or a person, whatever, go in, take a certain product and try to sell it for a higher price online. And of course, it's always been like that for God knows how long. I say ever since Amazon's been invented, but I doubt that. I don't know. It's pretty much more prevalent. It's been rising in numbers for years, and it seems like every year it gets worse. So obviously, stuff like that comes to the frustration with the employees because these people have talked about how they are pretty much fed up and frustrated with people always asking for this type of stuff, and even going as far as to be like, hey, can I drop my can I take whatever on your truck, whatever? And it's like, yeah, that's definitely annoying for sure. I mean, heck, I've talked about it. Many people have talked about it. Honestly, do I really need to express longer, how the scalping issue works? Yeah. Some of this stuff is pretty old too. Some of it's new. Some of it is old. So like I say, I've only taken screenshots because it is kind of upsetting here. They're just random people online, obviously. Do we really need to take this serious? No, of course not. But sometimes you can't help but figure, how far deep does it go? Because honestly, I've had times where I've have bought in figures, and I've definitely had employees give me funny looks. Now that could mean anything. That could probably mean like, oh, what's a grown man doing buying a toy? Obviously, it's none of their business. Of course, they don't need to know that it's for me. It could be for anyone else. But then again, employees are not stupid. I think it's pretty obvious as to what they're buying, especially considering that this is stuff coming from an adult collectors such as NECA and McFarlane Toys and all that, even Bandai to a certain extent, because they do kids' toys too. But that's not the point of the conversation. The point is though is that sometimes you can't help but kind of wonder, like, how do they view collectors? Do they really view them as like annoying, obnoxious, and very rude? Because definitely for sure, I have heard stories about this at my local Targets and WalMarts. But I can only imagine how it must be for everywhere else. So I guess this fella, whose name I'm not gonna say, basically pretty much gave a little letter to collectors. I don't know what you want to call this. Basically expressing how he hates them and wants them to go away. So, I'm just going to read it for you. Collectors guess cause more harm than good. Please make it stop. Well, good luck with that. There's good, honest collectors like me, and then there's a lot of bad shit out there too. There's a lot of like annoying ass people that you see. Literally, I remember not too long ago, I saw this video of like scalping taking place with like Pokemon cards and all that. Literally, some idiot basically taking pretty much everything, like taking the whole box and all. And I'm thinking, like, it's ridiculous how these people have so much money to buy that, and then they expect like people to get so desperate to want to buy it online for a higher price. But the sad thing is that it works. That's kind of one of the sad traits behind toy collecting is that when you're stuck in a situation like that, sometimes you can't help but kind of succumb to that. Do you want to pay that much for that one particular figure, or will you rather wait and maybe one day get lucky? I mean, don't get me wrong, I have my fair share of upsets. I mean, I wasn't able to complete the Godzilla versus Kong toy line. That got me really upset. I wasn't able to get all the figures. To this day, I still don't got all of them. Luckily, we've been blessed by Playmates Toys to at least re-release those figures, so we'll get a chance. So it's all good for all you Godzilla fans out there, including myself. So anyway, let's read this, because I know I'm taking up too much time. Collector guess cause more harm than good. Please make it stop. Sports cards, Ninja Turtles. That hit me hard. Ninja Turtles. I was like, oh great. GI Joe. That was one I least expected. And Hot Wheels. That one I kind of expected. These people are driving me fucking insane. I work electronics and I get calls all fucking day for non-electronics collectors bullshit. You could maybe spell a little bit better, but it's whatever. And they are always assholes, and some of the same people call multiple times a day. Yeah, that is pretty nuts. I can only imagine. I'm not saying that as an exaggeration, but that definitely, without that, has to be very annoying. That I will agree with. I get people waiting at the fucking electronics counter at exactly 8 a.m. while I'm still waiting to get the keys. Okay, I don't know what this situation is, but this guy did post it. He's from Target. Now look, I will admit, when I buy stuff, if I'm only there just to like buy the collectors, if I have like one or two items, yeah, maybe I might go to the electronics and buy whatever, but not freaking 8 a.m. Obviously, though, you have to be like that desperate. Even during Holothon, I didn't do that. Of course not. Why would I do that for? No, I went to the self checkout and I left, and that's about it. So yeah, that is upsetting. The thing with the keys, I don't know. Keys to the register, I don't know. Every job works differently, obviously. Some jobs, if you want to get access to a register, you got to put in your ID numbers and whatever. I don't know. I don't know if it's different for Target. I've never worked at Target, so I wouldn't know. They asked if there's anything back in the truck constantly, and some asked if they could pull boxes off our vehicles and look through them. Fuck off. Now, of course, that is bad. Yes, that is something scalpers do. As definitely one of the stories I've heard. I think Walmart in specific, they've definitely mentioned that sometimes they get like their buddies. Some of these people come as far as from New York, honestly, though. So it's like that's definitely true for sure. That's not something that this guy's making up. Honestly, everything that this guy is saying definitely sounds accurate because have heard this story so much everywhere, and it is nuts. I bet most don't even collect and just resell. Well, that is true, but you also say most. So obviously, it's not everybody that goes in. Now, look, have I ever called a million times to an employee? No, of course not. No. That's kind of wild, you know. I don't do that. But I wouldn't be surprised that if a lot of people that are not scalpers do this too. Probably not a good idea. And obviously that works for anything else too. That doesn't just work for toys either. Don't harass a store so much just for looking for one product. If they don't have it, call it a day or maybe move somewhere else. That's kind of how I could kind of give off my advice towards this because obviously, you know, I can only imagine how much this goes on. Uh, One day I got fed up and let one buy everything we had left on the new release day just so I could shut people down with a big fat no if they asked if we had any left. I hate them, make them go away. Yeah, so that definitely sounds pretty harsh at the end, right? So you heard it right. So this guy apparently got so fed up. I guess the next couple of people that asked for whatever, he just pretty much lets them take it so that he could tell the next person no. That I'm a little bit mixed on because it's like, you know, when it comes to a store, obviously, you know, if they have a product that sells, why would you want to limit them with it? Obviously. So, of course, they're going to say yes, you know, but at the same time, it's like, you know, well, they are being honest with it if the items are gone for sure. Yeah, you got that going on. And then, of course, what hit us the most is that he says, I hate them, make them go away. So it's like, even though this is just one employee, mind you, this is on Reddit, all right? So definitely a lot of people kind of gave this like a thumbs up and all that, though. So you know that they've definitely agreed with that and expressed their opinions on it. I've definitely seen a lot of comments like this saying crazy shit like, "Yeah, I hate those people." Oh, but these Hot Wheel collectors are not too bad. And then you get one person being like, "Fuck them, fuck collectors. They're annoying as fuck." Oh, okay, so I guess we're annoying. So am I annoying? I mean, I'm just gonna say, be honest with me, you guys. Come on, you know my channel's always all about honesty. My channel's always about honesty. Okay, be honest. Am I annoying sometimes? Do I annoy you? Be honest with me. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. I mean, if you guys still stuck around, then maybe I don't know. Maybe my points are valid for the most part. I always try to kind of look into this stuff and always make sure I give like the right info. So I don't know. It's upsetting to say the least. Uh, some people, you know, there are people that try to, well, not defend, but of course defend like collectors, saying that, oh, we're not all like that, obviously. And of course, it's true. We're not like that at all. A small, tiny part of me kind of hopes that this dude who wrote that is watching this, but honestly, I doubt it. So I'm not even gonna bother with that. You know, he's probably gonna keep going on his little tangent saying how much he hates collectors. So okay. So I read this one, and this one I found pretty interesting. This is he say he's a trucker, right? So he's basically talking about how, you know, not all collectors are like this, you know. So I'll read what he put. Real talk, I feel you guys getting pissed over the dicks that harass you. I'm a trucker who collects that doesn't get to just pull in and then buy. Well, I'm sorry if I'm messing up my words. I'm sorry. Pull in and buy the day of release. So I rely on my kids, friends, and online shopping for the most part. The repackers, hoarders, and scalpers resellers are the absolute bane of the hobby, which is true. We all suffer from that. We who just swing by and ask without the tantrums and hissy fits really appreciate those of you who do see the sincere want to purchase the items and help us out. As of the douchebags that throw a monkey wrench in the process, we try to weed them out a lot of communities as best as we can, so that also might account for a bit of their shittier attitudes. We know we can also be a pain, but many of us rather just be chill and get the goods with no hassle. I only hope those are more of the kinds of folks you guys get to deal with as with the mess goes on. And then another collector did wrote back saying, collector here came to say, I'm sorry for all the assholes that hound you, and thanks to all the very polite employees I have dealt with for trying to collect my dumb G.I. Joes. Have had nothing but great experiences, and for that I praise y'all. Edit. Also, I never knew about the electronics desk being a thing. I always kindly ask employees in the toy aisle. I'll never ask someone not in the toy aisle department. And then at the bottom, you get this comment that says, fuck collectors, they're annoying as fuck. So obviously, uh, I would be upset, but this guy's name is literally My Job Sucks. So do we really have to? I don't know. Should we really be like, no, we don't gotta. No, enough of that. Stop. I think we should still kind of shop and collect the way we always do because we know who we are. We're honest, okay? We're not like these scalpers. We're not like that at all. Obviously, of course, like what the trucker dude says. Obviously, there are a lot of bad people that are like that, and there are those types of people. Most of the time, obviously, don't really care about that. I mean, think about it. We all know how it goes. I don't need to explain it, but I will. I'll explain it if I have to. Uh, I don't know. You found a lot of the Puppet Master 2 packs. You buy them all not because you actually care about it, it's because you want to resell it for a high profit. Yeah, you know how many times I've seen a foot soldier, like an ultimate foot soldier, go for like $50, even more than that on eBay. And mind you, we're not talking about the double packs. We're just talking about that one single pack. The one that says "Trouble's afoot" on the front, literally. Guess because they're that popular, but then again, so is literally every single NECA figure. But well, that's just as a slight exaggeration, but you get the idea. Oh my god, so obviously this is kind of like a rabbit hole. Honestly, it goes a lot further, but honestly, I don't really want to read more because it is upsetting. That a lot of people and employees kind of think this way of collectors, and I can't really. Oops, I got a message. I can't really say this enough that we're not like that at all. Of course, we are all very, very honest collectors, and we do care about what we collect. I am a huge, massive Ninja Turtle fan. I always go on. I try my best to find the new NECA figures and all that. Especially with tomorrow, I can't promise if it's going to happen, but I'm going to try and go to a different Target. For the whole holothon thing. But that's not a promise. Obviously, I said that I might go, but I'm not promising that. So for those of you who wants to watch that video, I don't know if that's gonna be possible. Just thought I let you know that right now, just to kind of get a heads up. And besides that, so back to what I was saying, especially with like my Godzilla collection, that was such a huge part, especially with part of my first YouTube channel, of course. I was a huge Godzilla fan, so that was pretty much all I've ever talked about, even to the point of that channel even dying, because literally that's one of the reasons why I have to quit that channel, was because that's pretty much all that people wanted to watch with me. And I know that some people said that that's not a bad thing, but then the moment you don't do nothing Godzilla related, things happen. But I won't say exactly what happened because I don't want to get off topic. And I feel like that's definitely something I would rather talk about another day. Because to this day, I still get people asking me why did I left my first YouTube channel. And the fact that I made a second one and then it failed and then I gotta make this one now, and it's like that's pretty crazy. I know. Hey, what can I say? You'd be pretty surprised how toys could affect you. They literally like affect your YouTube channel as well. That is ridiculous. But yeah, same goes for my Godzilla collection too. I'm such a huge fan of Godzilla and just the idea in general. Like honestly, it's like a happy accident that I fell in love with Godzilla, honestly. And even to this day, I can't wait for the new figures. Like I'm gonna be so excited when I see those new MonsterVerse figures that a lot of people are saying are coming out in Targets. It seems like they are starting to come out little by little, and technically we are in the spring, so I think they are out by now. But I guess it depends. Not every Target's gonna have it, so always keep an eye out just in case. But then again, that's besides the point. I collect that. It's like I collect a whole bunch of things. Basically, that's the point that I'm trying to make. But I collect this type of stuff because I love them. That's what I like. I love Friday the 13th, so why shouldn't I want to buy the figures? I think they're nice, they're accurate, they're very nice looking. Same goes for the Alien franchise. If you want to collect every single Alien figure that comes out, go right ahead. That's what you like. And if you think they look nice, if you think that they're like the best thing ever, go ahead, buy it. Why shouldn't you? because you're passionate. That's what you like, you know? If you like a certain property and you want to support it, that's how you support it. And then when you buy that stuff, you'd be pretty surprised how amazing they are. Because long story short, it's a lot more better than just seeing them online, because just looking at pictures of them online, it don't count. That's why people go out and buy this stuff, because they're passionate. That's just the way it is. And I can't help but say that enough, because I'm passionate about this. This is what I love to do, and I'm going to keep going with it for as long as I can live, you know? But obviously, it is upsetting that when a lot of people in this world kind of give you that look, that it's not just that people find it weird that you buy stuff, but now we're getting to the point where even employees don't even want to really bother helping out the good collectors because of the bad ones, and that the bad ones affect these employees so much, to the point where the employees literally just flat out admit that they hate these people and they want nothing to do with them, saying stuff like, "Hey, it's ridiculous. He's looking, Pokemon cards. Oh, I hate them so much, and it's like a small part of you wants it to be a troll, but obviously it's not. It really isn't. I've definitely seen some incidents on YouTube where I have seen these in comments, not as much, but when you get like a whole community kind of like this, yeah, you can't help but talk about it. So yeah, that's why I feel like I needed to talk about this, because it is upsetting, it is sad, and I hope that we all kind of get that message across. I'm not gonna like keep pushing this. Okay, I don't want to be like, hey, share this video with your friends. Nah, I don't want to do that. I'm not trying to start something. Okay, I'm just saying, we shouldn't really feel bad that stuff like this happen, but of course we need to acknowledge that it does happen. So that's why I've kind of kindly asked that we kind of do talk about this stuff more in the toy community. We definitely need to like kind of talk about examples like these, and kind of ask, even though we can't really do much, I guess the least we can do is just convince people that not all collectors are like that. Not all of them are, hoarders or scalpers or whatever kind of funny pronouns you people like to call them. So that's all I gotta say. So that's I hope we kind of get that message across. So that's about ended for today. So yeah. So my plan, so what am I gonna do next for my video? Like I say, I can't promise if I'll be able to go to the other Target I keep talking about for the holothon, because it's supposed to be a 4-week event, and so far I'm guessing we're entering almost the first. It's gonna be about a week already since it started, so obviously we got a really, really long way to go. So far the only new stuff that's comes out is like David Hasselhoff's like clothing line that's going to be part of it. So I'm like, okay, it's nothing toy related. And that's not a bad thing, because obviously at least it doesn't put too much pressure on our wallets. At least we can try and still find the other stuff. Like I would love to get Future Toyed. I would love to get the Ninja Turtle 4-pack. Is it going to happen? A small part of me feels like it's not, because obviously those are like the big giant figures that people want. I don't know about that 4-pack. A lot of people don't really like it too much, but it's perfect for someone like me that doesn't have the cartoon turtle. So who knows? We can only tell, right? So just in case that doesn't happen tomorrow, obviously I should have a video pump out for at least something. Even if I don't got like my usual talk videos like with today, I always post something stupid like memes or whatever to keep you guys company, because I don't want to leave anyone behind, all right? I don't want to like stretch out everything in and people be like, hey, where's the new video? Where's Josh? We're waiting here. I don't want to do that. But obviously I do need a breather once in a while. So yeah, just thought I'd let you know my schedule ahead of time. So until then, hope you guys stay safe out there. If you're not subscribed to the channel, wow, I can't talk. I'm messing up my words. I'm sorry, you guys. If you're not subscribed to my channel, if you would like, you go right ahead. You don't have to, but you go right ahead. If you like this video, leave a like. If you dislike it, you can dislike it. And that's about it. So have a good night, everybody. So peace out.